Yeah. Keeps on ticking.
This really does feel like one of those 24-hour periods where everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. But in actuality, I should realize it's not that bad. Got up this morning at 3 o'clock and made it here to Boston finally around 7:30. I'm at the airport waiting for my flight. This last 24 hours hasn't turned out the way I expected it. Yesterday, I had quite the adventure. I got stuck in a ditch. And ordinarily you'd think getting stuck in a ditch isn't that big a deal, but this was a ditch on a hill, and the ditch was really a culvert that was about, I don't know, almost 1.5 feet deep. The rental truck that I was driving that had, Arizona plates and summer tires and it was only 2-wheel drive, just couldn't handle the hill I was getting up. I was trying to get up the hill and my tires were spinning, so I decided to try to roll back just a little bit to try to get a little bit more momentum to get back up that hill, but ended up sliding all the way down about a good 10-15 feet before I went badoom right into this culvert that was on the side of the road. It was kind of hidden underneath all the ice and snow that had fallen. I should have known better. I should have gotten a vehicle with 4-wheel drive.
Attention, rental car customers.
Whoa, those might be overkill. I was just thinking, hey, this is mid-April. I should be able to get away without having to get, a heavy-duty winter vehicle. And, this, Arizona summer truck should work just fine. Big mistake. The funny part was, too, this happened pretty much right in the dead center of my town. And so I'm standing there looking like a dummy with the truck kind of tilted on an angle, while, all these folks that I knew would drive by and say, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just got stuck." I called AAA and they told me that they would be about an hour. And so I figured, okay, that's not too bad. I'll just wait it out. I knew that the truck was stuck so bad that, all of my friends with 4-wheel pickup trucks and tow ropes were just not going to be able to get me out. And it was going to take, some sort of tow truck or wrecker to pull it out and get it out of there. But, lots of people offered to help. A couple people stopped by to help. When they did, they all looked at it and said, "Oh, wow, yeah, you really are host." The ditch that I got stuck in was right in front of this little house right in the center of town. And I gotta say, the people who live there are the absolute nicest people. They were, they invited me in. Their son was getting a kick out of watching the whole show of, me being stuck in the ditch. Nate, the guy who lived there, he tried a couple different ways to help. He even tried attaching a cable to the back of his truck and tried pulling me out. Didn't have much luck, but he did his best. And so it was really nice, though. They were so friendly and helpful. And the way that they were so friendly and helpful, it got me realizing that it's kind of unique that you can get stuck in the middle of town and have so many people offer to help and so many people try to help. As unlucky as I felt getting stuck in that ditch, I did feel actually very lucky to have people there who were really willing to offer a hand. 1 hour turned into 2 hours, which turned into 3 hours. I guess because there was like an ice storm going on, there was lots of different calls. But eventually a tow truck showed up. The problem was the tow truck only had 2-wheel drive, which such bad luck. So I worked with the tow truck driver, and he and I tried our best to jimmy and pull the thing out, but because the ditch I was stuck in was on a hill, he was very worried that his truck was going to slide down the hill, and this was a long flatbed tow truck. No. So after trying for a good 45-50 minutes, we realized he was going to have to call another truck to come on out. So
had my excavator here, I'd have just picked it up.
just pick it right up and put it out.
Yeah, this thing starts.
This is a week later, we wouldn't have any snow.
That's very true too.
Not too much, Dad.
Huh?
Straighten out a little bit. Yeah, right there.
I can't see the wheel.
You're doing all right. Yeah.
Don't want to follow it.
No, it's starting to walk out.
Yeah. Hold on.
I lucked out. Between the two tow trucks and Nate's help, they were able to drag the truck up and get it to the top of the hill, and I was able to go home. Didn't get to sleep until probably about 11:30. Had to wake up and leave the house about 3 so that I could get here to catch my flight. Drove through this blinding ice storm that was going through the evening, but all in all, feeling pretty good. Now I just got to get back to work and get back to DC, which probably leaving me feeling a little less good, but it's okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story of my idiocy. Just know that the real takeaway here is, you know, even though you do dumb stuff, there's usually going to be people who are going to be there to help you out. So if you see people who've done dumb stuff, you should also be very willing to help them out, because that could be you someday. So that's my takeaway from this adventure. That, and probably always expect in northern Vermont until probably May 1st that you're going to have snow and ice storms. It's just a given.